Okay, guys, welcome to Stranded, a bad game. I want to say, okay, first, I'm going to get started. To get this game started, we got to click on this and start doing things. This is our character. We got to poke around. We have to explore the world, and that's how you do it. I'm actually going to change the volume a little bit. That's what this game is about. It's a point-and-click adventure. I will put in finger quotes. Yes, go through the door. I will say, first things first, about this game. It's very pretty. The sound design is nice. Well, I guess that's two things, but those are the things I wanted to say. Second thing I will say is if you know anything about this game or the game Murder, you'll know that a guy named Peter Moorhead made this. And I said it's a bad game. I will stand by that. I will talk about how the guy, Peter Moorhead, has complained, not complained, I don't know what the right word to say is, but he has stated that people have been overly mean to him about his games, his two games that he has. This one included. Also, this is probably going to be a long video. And I don't think that's fair. Like, he shouldn't have been... For whatever reason, I feel like the internet culture and everything is like you either love something or you hate something, and if you hate something you have to hate it all the way. If you love something, you'd love it. I feel like that's the only options they give you as a person on the internet. So, like, I don't know. I've never seen any of it. Haven't paid that much attention to see if he's documented anything like, if he's gotten any threats or other... That's not what I wanted to click on. Anything like that. I don't think he has. I'm not sure. The point is, I don't feel like this guy really deserves any hate. Maybe he's overreacting, maybe he's not. I don't really care. I just don't think you should shit on this guy. But I still feel the need to point out that he made not a good game. I don't know. I've thought this was just something important to me. It's kind of like... It's probably going to be something that I would call like a Let's Deconstruct Stranded, which is probably going to be the title of the video. The point here is that, as you'll see, this is the game. It's not really a point-and-click adventure. So, like, you haven't seen anything that would say that, other than the fact that I'm pointing and clicking at things. I am not, like, okay, a lot of point-and-click adventures that exist, there's lots of them. While playing those games, you normally have to solve puzzles, you have to interact with the world. The most interaction I have as this character, who's I don't know who it is this. I tell them where to go. I walk from place to place, clicking on things. And this is it can be a long game, because I'm playing it now. I know exactly what to do, but I'm playing it now through what I did the very first time I ever played it. I probably will cut a little bit of it out, because one of my major complaints about this game on the whole is its pacing. Its pacing is horrible. This makes sense. This first round is not bad, because the game presents you a world. Here's a world to explore, and we're exploring it right now. We're going through every single screen, seeing what we can see. Normally, again, in a point-and-click adventure, like a real point-and-click adventure, you would go, oh, okay, so I'll look at these places, I'll see some things, and figure, oh, I know, there's some puzzle elements here, if I go to here and do this and that, whatever. This game has none of that. And your character walks incredibly slowly, first of all. Second of all, there's no, like, Like I said, look at this. I go click on this guy to interact with him. This is all I can do. I think at this point in my original time, I tried this. I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Clicked on my character. You have access to a map. It took me a while to figure out that this was a map. It's not a very good one. But there's no way to speed up walking from screen to screen. And I get it. You want to have people enjoy the scenery, the areas you created. This is good, because this is good pixel art. I can't complain about it. I actually like it. The thing that I think is weird is that, I believe, I went to the website for this game and saw, because there's really no credits in here, Peter Moorhead only did design on the game. I'm not exactly sure what his part in it really is, other than it's his game. I'm pretty sure he did not do the art or music, so, which I will say are the two best parts of this game. There's also, this is a pretty short game, relatively. It feels long because there's this slow, obnoxious bullshit you have to get through. And this guy has had problems. He's complained about the Steam refund policies because somebody can play his whole game, beat it in half an hour, and then be like, okay, I didn't like it, give me my money back. And he thinks, he takes that to mean, or it seems that he took that to mean that people will play his game and then just refund it because they're like, fuck you, guy. I don't think that that's the case. I think the case is that if people refunded these games, it's because they think they suck, which is a fair enough thing. As you can see that I am bored already. It's actually, okay, I will say that the first time I played this, I wasn't bored yet. I was just confused because nothing did anything. Nothing does anything. I'm going to spare you what I also did the first time I played through. When I went to all those different places, I noticed that they were letters that, which actually I think we can check out. This map will say, okay, yeah, there's the H letter, there's the O with the line under it, there's a U with the line under it. And in this room with the 3 triangles, there were those letters on the ground. The first time I went, oh, okay, maybe if I go and touch those letters, you can't interact with any of the letters. You know what you're supposed to do after you, really, to make the game go forward? You're supposed to do this. Do you want to rest and wait for nightfall? Sure. Oh, and then we get a title screen. Which, as a mood setter, isn't terrible. It's really loud, though. This isn't awful, I would say, because this is a nice intro. This is the part that I'll talk about the strengths of this game. This is a very nice intro. You started up, you're obviously crashed, you don't know anything, and like he, as the creator says, it's minimalist storytelling, which is fine. But it's minimalist everything, which I don't think is necessarily great in this game. I actually strongly think that this game would work significantly better if it was just some sort of pixel animation and put up as a 5 to 10 minute video on YouTube. That's about it. But this is what we're gonna do as well. It's nighttime, so you think maybe things have changed. There's more of these guys running around. We're actually not gonna follow him because I think that this will actually be faster. But yeah, it's pretty cool. The world changes. You have your first day, and the music changes. The music's actually really nice, like I said. You have the first day that you're out there in the world, you explore, and you see all the sights, and then it gives you the title. So normally, there's games that do that. There's games that take you on like a sightseeing tour, and then you are done. Or you're not done with the game, but that's the intro, and then they'll drop a title and maybe some credits or something. This game went for that, which again, not a bad thing. The problem is that now it's nighttime, and like it's past that title drop. You want more. You want the game to do something, and you think that it will because look at this. Holy crap! That letter thing on that guy's head is glowing. That's pretty cool. Something changed. Still can't actually do it myself, which sucks. Now we have to go through the very tedious process of walking to all the other places all over again, which really, really blows. And I think that if this game had like an ability to speed up the walking, or like double click to just walk across the screen, you don't have to click to go there, walk to the edge, click it again. I think that would help a lot. Wow, actually, that time it did just what I said. I don't think it normally does that. It's just boring. This is boring to me. Maybe because I played it already, but the problem here is that you don't do anything. There's a little bit of interesting things happening here. But, you know, the world is changing a little bit, but nothing is really happening. It's very, like I said, it's very boring. And we have to keep walking. I will also say that I feel very strongly that there's a way you could make this work and make it not tedious, because it's kind of tedious. Kind of, it's very tedious. There's a way that you could make this not suck so much. And I think that you could speed up a lot of the actions, maybe cut out some of the screens. I know that, like, whoever did the pixel art is very happy about it, and the guy designing it, obviously, I'm assuming that means he made the layout of the world, really wanted you to experience all this stuff. But it's bad. It's just bad. I don't think we actually need to cut that much, because you'll see what happens next. Okay, we're back to this place, and guess what? Can you guess that it's going to light up? We just go from place to place and they light up. It's a change, so you think that's pretty cool. Maybe something will happen. Because, you know, that's kind of like, it feels like a puzzle. Kind of. But it's not really. Like I said, there's no actual interactivity in this game. It's just you tell someone else to walk from place to place. Oh, would you look at this though? Guess what we can't do? Now that this building is glowing with all the letters and crap, we can't go inside. There's this stone guy blocking the way. It's super fun, guys. Okay. Here, right now, at this point, is where the game completely falls apart to me. Because, guess what we have to do? We have to go back to the ship and go back into the pod. Because that's the only thing you can do. We could explore the other side of the ship, but it's the same thing. Actually, I think we started that way. It's hard to even remember because, like I said, it's boring. It doesn't leave a lot of mark on in your mind. You, as a player, have experienced everything in the art and locations that the game has to offer at this point. Now, it falls apart because you've done that, and it demands that you continue to do the same thing over and over and over again. Whereas if you wanted to make this more of a game, I think it would be significantly better if you could like utilize your map, which, by the way, doesn't persist day to day. Oh yeah, also guess what? We get the title again. But I'm just going to click to skip because we don't need it. It's the next day. There's new music, but like it's saying, okay, see, look at this. If I click on me, the map's gone. Like the world hasn't changed. Trust me, I walked all over it. The problem here, especially if you've never played this game or paid attention to anything. Now, there is an interesting thing if you go here, you walk to the edge. I believe it's right now. Isn't it? I thought it was right then. Something happens here at one point which has no impact on anything at all. But if you've never played the game, you won't know what to do. Maybe you think something will have changed and you can do something. Guess what? You can't. You need to go back in the pod and sleep again. We're just going to skip this again because we don't need it. Oh no! Danger, oxygen levels critical. That's a problem. I'm trying to remember here actually too. Okay, so here's the thing. It presented you with an issue, something that actually is important. Like, you know how stories need something to drive them forward? Well, this one has that, kind of, to start, where it's like, okay, you're stranded. What do you need to do? You probably want to leave the planet. You don't necessarily need to know anything about a character. If you can probably relate, because you've never been in a spaceship, you've never been anything like that. But, you know, whatever. If you have some sort of vehicle, it crashes somewhere, and you can't get home, you can't go anywhere, what are you going to want to do? You're going to want to try to figure out where you are and get the hell out. Oh. There it goes, I think. I feel like they might have changed something in this game. Oh, shit. I actually don't want to walk that way again. Okay, what am I trying to say here? Right. So you can relate to the character. They're stranded. They want to probably go home or leave, continue doing whatever they're doing. You crash land on some crazy place and you are stuck there. You're thinking, how the hell am I going to get out? Or how am I going to help myself carry on in this situation? So in this situation, you think, well, perfect. I'm going to explore the world around me, see what's up, and figure it out. So that's what you do. That makes sense. Now, your only option left is that after you've explored everything, nothing happens. You can explore everything again at night and see that things light up, which teaches you about this part where you're on the second night. It takes forever, though. Like, the second day is meaningless. Nothing happens. You can poke around the same world and see, I think maybe those stone people are in different positions. Whoopsie frickin' do. There's nothing on that morning 2 that propels the game forward. And of course, it actually needs, because this game is really your character moving from set piece to set piece, it needs something to propel you to the next stage. You need to go to the next stage with more set pieces, like your ship running out of oxygen and then your ship running out of power, which is what happened when I left the ship that time. That makes sense. That moves the game forward. But if you never played the game, you might want to explore the planet on day 2. Literally a waste of time. That's bad. That's not good, because the creator wants this to be a short story, and like I said, take you from set piece to set piece, show off this plot that he made, this very minimalistic plot, which isn't terrible, but it has a lot of superfluous stuff happening. There's a lot of extra moments that take away from the story that yeah, they're just they're the weakness of it. The moments of nothing are the weakness. Like I said, it was kind of interesting the first night to see that the world had changed. Things are glowing. Obviously, I hope that didn't fuck up anything. Obviously, things have changed. Like I said, as you can see, things were glowing. People, these rock people were in different places. All that kind of stuff. That's kind of interesting. The problem here is that once you've figured it out, which should be pretty easy, because there's almost nothing to figure out, there's no fast way to do it. I'm sure that you can play this game faster by probably just going back into your pod on the night and never exploring anything, actually, probably just waking up, going back in your pod, waking up, going back in your pod, waking up, going back in your pod, waking up, and then wandering around. I'm pretty sure that'd probably be the fastest way to play this game. The thing, like I'm saying, why this would work better as an animation or something along those lines, is that it could establish the problem. Your person crash landed on a planet. The person explores the planet, trying to figure out what the hell to do. They figure out nothing to do. They probably just start going to sleep until their ship has a problem. Then they run around and try to figure out what they can do on the planet to make any impact on anything at all. Which would eventually lead to this point, which, hey, guess what, is the end. This is the end of the game. This is the final set piece. We missed one thing where a rock person walked into the water from that out, like we could watch him walk down the cliff and into the water. There's no explanation as to why that happens. There's not even hints otherwise in the game unless I'm just totally oblivious to them. But this is what happens. It plays a very nice song. And your character stands here with these giant beams of light that somehow go to you. And then you sit here for a little bit. Actually, I don't know if you need to click anything. No, I don't think you do. Just need to wait till the sound goes down. Oh my god. And it seems overnight you've turned into one of these stone people. That's it. That's the whole game. Like, it can kind of be an interesting short story. But it doesn't work as a game because there's no game. You just click places. You don't solve any sort of puzzle, whether it be logic or illogical, as some point-and-click adventure games do. There's nothing to it. Like I said, it would have been a great story if you could just, like I say, establish your character stranded on a place. There's weird shit going on. He utilizes the weird shit to find a way to save themselves. They turn into the stone person. Those are the 4 points that happen in this story at all. There is so much extra bullshit that means nothing and makes this super, super boring. That's the whole game. That's literally the whole game. I don't know what else to say. It's not good. I did not refund this game, and I will not refund this game, because I've definitely gotten a lot out of it. Either playing, trading cards, making this video. I very much understand people who maybe played this for 20 to 30 minutes, finding nothing of value in it, and demanding a refund. Well, actually, I don't think you can get it. I couldn't remember. Might have been the other game. But, same thing with this one, because it's short. There are plenty of short games that tell great stories, or are very fun, or something, that people don't demand refunds for. This is also Can't remember it. Actually, I don't remember how much it costs, so it's probably not important. But you can get it on sale for something. I don't want this to be me shitting on this game. I just want that whole thing to point out that this game has significant flaws and that there will be very good ways to fix it, but they will never be done because that's just what this is. Maybe sometime in the future I will do another deconstruct video about this guy's other game, and then we will see how much people enjoy deconstruct videos, and more of them might happen. That's all there is to this game. I think we can click, oh, it came to life and made a noise. Guess what's going to happen again? Pretty sure, well, no, wait, what does happen? But that's it. Like I said, yeah, do we want to start over? No, not particularly. It's just, you know how a lot of games can throw in fluff, and you can know it's fluff. Just extra bullshit that doesn't help the game at all. It's just extra stuff. Sometimes it's little dumb bullshit mini games. Sometimes it's like little side questy things. Sometimes, depending on the game, it can be grinding, and you're like, this is kind of annoying. This game just has incredibly slow walking. You can't do anything in it. You can't change your pace. You can't interact with the world. You can just watch pixel animation at an awful pace that the designer decided was a good idea, and then it turned out to be wrong. That's pretty much all I've got to say about this game. I hope you guys like this video. Please like, subscribe, comment, etc., etc., all the YouTubey things. I would love to hear what you guys think of this game. If you've played the other one, his other game is called Murder. What you think about any of that stuff. And I will see you guys in the next videos that I make. Whatever comes out. This will be a special thing. Thank you for watching. This outro went on a lot longer than I wanted it to.